There it is, guys. It's Axis. All right, guys, we just got here. Here's Axis, and we believe a steeplechase prototype. We're about to check out SNS. It's gonna be a good day. All right, guys, we're with Dan here at SNS. We're about to ride Axis. Peter's here also.
What's up, guys?
Got the rest of the gang. Logan's down there. Austin's over here, but we're about to try out Axis. We came all the way to Utah. It's gonna be an awesome time, guys.
First open.
Oh, hey, guys. That was Axis. Now I'm going to send it to Ryan to talk about the block system over here.
Yo, Sal, dude. So a block system is like, you know, a section of track that only one train may occupy, blah, blah, blah. It's a safety system to keep the trains from colliding with each other. You've probably heard me say this 1 million times in my problematic roller coaster videos. Taking a look at this layout, it looks like there is one block zone. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to call this block section block. When a park builds an actual Axis coaster, I'd expect more than one block zone. Back to the coaster idiots.
Talking to the guy at SNS, he said it's been a very reliable model. Has not broken down once yet. During all of these tests and runs with people, this thing is last minute.
The cool thing about this is, you know, the design of this is not just how the track is laid out, but so much of it is about, you know, velocity and how the train reacts to the, you know, the track bends, but also the speed at which it happens. That impacts whether it inverts or stays up, which is really fun. I mean, it provides the rider a totally unique experience that, you know, you really don't get it on any other ride.
On the model we saw at Ayapo, we saw that the station was inverted. I know that this is a prototype with the sliding station, but I was wondering if a park asked for the sliding station, would you guys do that, or are you guys going to try to stick to the inverted stations on the final version?
Is certainly going to be less expensive, but if a park wanted to do you know, load on top and have some sort of sliding platform, we could certainly do that.
Yes, sir.
It really is up to the park.
How do you see the forces change if you're to load half the train?
Really, the forces don't change, and even the ride experience isn't that different. So we have just loaded up, you know, one side of the vehicle and run it, and you do swing out maybe a little bit more on you know, the hard outsides, but it's honestly not that different. You know, the way we have it set up now, you have a really awkward, unbalanced load when you load.
Yeah.
That won't happen in the traditional station. You know, there will be a lockout where no matter the sizes or the numbers of people that are on the vehicle, it'll load evenly. And then once it dispatches out of the station, then you'll start to see the train settle based on the weight loads.
So are there any elements that that you guys don't think you could do, or you could do any element from like a regular coaster on this? Like, could we see a Cobra roll, Immelman, all that stuff? Well, this will be fine to do a regular vertical loop.
We really think we can do anything. And in fact, if you look at the video, the concept cartoon from IAPA, you'll see elements there that really don't exist.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So we're looking at things. You know, if you look at the track, then you would go, oh yeah, that would look, you know, like a barrel roll or a Cobra roll or whatever. But when you see the ride actually interact with that particular feature, it's different than what it would be with a, you know, a traditional suspended or top ride vehicle. So we are working on kind of some new names for some of these elements because they are unique to anything out there.
Oh, yeah.
We like some of those names.
I like how you twist underneath there when you're going around. You get like eject air time floating up. It's a very unique sensation.
Everybody's favorite. I know that's my favorite element, and I think, you know,
Yeah, it gets you every time.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off the top and then dropping all the way down under. I mean, that's really the first time that you would ever experience anything like that on roller coaster.
Oh yeah,
No one has ever experienced that, and so that particular point when you go over the top like that, it's pretty awesome. You know, everyone that has ridden that has always pointed to that element and said that is really cool.
Yeah, we see a big one of those on a coaster, I think.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. You know, of course, we can't release any information about
Yes, sir.
purchases and first opening dates, but you know, there's a great deal of excitement, and parks are, you know, we will see this in the park here in the not distant future. Excited for you guys to be on it and to hopefully continue the positive reviews of what this started.
Yes, sir.
Incredible ride.
Incredible. Thank you so much. The yard for S&S. These are all the different parts for their rides. This is for a free spin, I believe, right here. I think this is all for the free spin. There's some cars for the steeplechase, the newer ones from S&S. They're beautiful, these trains over here. Awesome. There's actually a dinosaur train over here even. There's so much detail on the train. Got the tiny little dinosaur arms.
Yeah, you guys should take steeplechase and replace the
Awesome design.
what is it? Pterodon flyers at Universal, and then do a steeplechase with this. That would be awesome.
All right, guys, we're in S&S. This is the entrance that you would see when you come in. That's where the rooms are. I guess the big conferences take place. I got a photo of the Hershey Towers right here. Awesome picture from Hershey Park. All right, guys, so this is the original model for the 4D free spin Batman when it first got announced. I kind of forgot what year it was, but this is the vehicle. 2014, I believe. So this is the chain lift for it, I guess. And then the testing vehicle is here at the top of the ride. And then, yeah, the model's pretty complete. We saw these at a lot of parks in the past few years. All right, guys, that was it from S&S for today. S&S was awesome. They had us out. We got to ride the awesome new Axis. We'll hopefully see it at a park soon. I think it's really good. You guys got to come check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Keep watching those problematic coaster videos. Coaster Idiots will be back real soon, guys. Have a great time. Peace.